Hey everyone, welcome back to the Old Charles Squalid. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about the value of some of the most iconic U.S. coins, you're in the right place. Today we're diving deep into a classic piece of American currency, the 1977 Liberty Quarter Dollar. So whether you've come across one in your coin jar or inherited it from a family member, stick around as we explore its value and historical significance. First, let's talk about the history behind the 1977 Liberty Quarter. This coin was minted as part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. The design, featuring the famous portrait of George Washington, was created by John Flanagan. It has remained virtually unchanged aside from some minor adjustments throughout the years. The 1977 quarter, like other quarters from the 70s, was struck in a time when the U.S. was facing inflation and economic challenges. Despite that, these quarters were still circulating as a stable form of currency, just like the ones before it. Now, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. On the obverse side, we have George Washington's iconic portrait, facing left with the words Liberty and the year 1977 inscribed. Above Washington is the meaning and signature, ever so slightly fuzzy and lacking perfect definition. But God we trust. On the reverse, we see an eagle in flight, a traditional symbol of American strength and freedom. The eagle is surrounded by the words United States of America, E pluribus unum, and quarter dollar. It's a timeless design that has come to represent U.S. history and values. The 1977 quarter was minted at 3 locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. However, the San Francisco Mint only produced proof coins, which are specially made for collectors and have a mirror-like finish. In total, about 556 million 1977 quarters were minted, so it's considered a fairly common coin. But how does this affect its value? Let's take a closer look. Now, when it comes to the value of the 1977 Liberty Quarter, it's important to note that most of these coins, being so common, aren't worth much more than their face value of 25 cents in average condition. However, the value can fluctuate depending on a few key factors. If the quarter is in circulation and has seen heavy wear, it's usually worth around 25 cents. But if it's in excellent condition or a higher grade coin, it might fetch a little more, up to $1 or $2. Quarters minted in Denver, indicated by a D mint mark, are generally more common. Indicated by no mint mark may be slightly rarer. Proof coins, minted in San Francisco with the CES mint mark, can be worth more, especially in excellent condition. Like with most coins, error coins tend to have higher value. A 1977 quarter with a noticeable minting error could be worth significantly more, depending on its rarity and demand among collectors. Although the 1977 Liberty Quarter may not break the bank, it still holds a place in the world of coin collectors. As time goes on, the value of these quarters could increase, especially as they age and become harder to find in good condition. Coin collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for well-preserved examples, and the 1977 quarter, while not particularly rare, could be a nice addition to a collection. Additionally, the value of any coin can be influenced by market trends and the general interest in coin collecting at the time. So while the 1977 quarter may not seem like much today, you never know when interest in this particular coin could spike. So while the 1977 Liberty Quarter might not make you rich, it's still a fascinating piece of American history. And who knows, maybe you'll find one in pristine condition or stumble upon an error coin that could be. Eye out for those hidden treasures in your spare change. The 1977 Liberty Quarter Dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation in the United States since 1932. The series commemorates George Washington, the first president of the United States, and was originally designed by John Flanagan. Let's break down the history of this particular coin, the series as a whole, and its significance. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design chosen was a profile of Washington on the obverse front which was created by John Flanagan, and an eagle on the reverse back. The basic design of the Washington quarter remained unchanged for several decades. The eagle on the reverse side was modified over the years, but the obverse featuring Washington's portrait remained the same. The 1970s were a time of economic change in the U.S. Inflation was a big concern, and the country was dealing with the effects of the 1973 oil crisis. The federal government, in response to rising inflation, continued minting coins with no alteration to design or circulation rates. During this period, the coins were struck using traditional methods. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, which were made for collectors, and were struck with a special, higher-quality process. The obverse of the 1977 quarter displays a portrait of George Washington facing left. Above Washington's head are the words "Liberty," and the date 1977 appears below the bust. The motto, "In God We Trust," is inscribed above Washington's portrait. The reverse of the 1977 quarter features a bald eagle, a symbol of the United States, perched with its wings extended. Around the eagle is the inscription, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one," and the denomination, quarter dollar. Over 556 million 1977 quarters were minted, making this coin relatively common. This high mintage has meant that the coin's face value has remained at 25 cents in circulated condition. In fact, unless the coin is in uncirculated or proof condition, it doesn't carry much premium value. In higher grades or pristine condition, these coins may fetch a higher price to collectors. Proof versions minted in San Francisco have a greater potential value, especially when they are well preserved and have their original luster, as with many coins error, valuable. If you find a 1977 quarter with a minting error, such as a doubled die or misaligned strike, it could be worth more to collectors looking for unusual and rare pieces. While not rare, the 1977 Liberty Quarter is a key coin for collectors of the Washington Quarter series. It holds historical value as part of the ongoing circulation of the Washington's portrait, which has now become one of the longest-used designs in U.S. coinage history. The value of a 1977 quarter may increase over time as fewer coins are found in good condition, especially in cases where collectors are looking to furnish quarter. The Washington Quarter series has been in continuous circulation for nearly 100 years, with only a few design changes. In 1999, the U.S. Mint began the 50-state quarters program, which featured each of the 50 states on the reverse side, but the obverse design of Washington's portrait remained unchanged. This series continues to be one of the most beloved and collected series of coins in U.S. history. In conclusion, while the 1977 Liberty Quarter may not be a rare or highly valuable coin in today's market, it remains an important part of American numismatic history. Whether you're a collector or just someone interested in the history behind U.S. coins,